food, and this is Tom Likes Food. Today I'm going to make waffles and peach compote. The waffles are going to have a little bit of cinnamon and nutmeg in them, make them taste a little warm and autumnal, which is perfect for a San Francisco summer when it's 63 degrees outside. Afternoon. We have weird summers, what can I say? So I'm going to teach you how to make an excellent waffle from scratch. You don't need to buy Bisquick or waffle mix. Most of this stuff you've probably already got in your house if you do any baking at all. And I'm also going to teach you how to make a really easy peach compote, which you can use with any kind of leftover fruit. And as long as you've got butter and sugar, you're fine. Let's get started. Today there are several pieces of equipment that you will find are absolutely necessary. First and foremost, the waffle maker. Second, your cast iron skillet. Or any kind of skillet, whatever, just a pan, something to cook your peaches in. The ingredients you're going to need today for your fantastic homemade waffles are 2 cups of flour, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of sugar, I like to use organic cane, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Your wet ingredients are going to be 2 eggs, 1 1/2 cup cold milk. This is important. Cold milk, and 1/3 cup of butter, as well as just a splash of vanilla extract. The first thing you do is melt your butter. The reason you do it first is because you don't want it very, very hot when it goes into the milk with the egg and the vanilla. You want it to be as close to room temperature as you can while it's still liquid and pourable. So let's go ahead and do that in the microwave. So we add our eggs to our cold milk. And let's go ahead and just add a splash of vanilla extract. Just a touch. And then we're going to whisk that together. Break your yolks and whisk away. All right, that's ready. Let's check our butter. Could use a little more time. While we wait for our butter to finish melting, I sifted all of my dry ingredients together. Salt, sugar, baking powder, spices, and flour. All that's nice and mixed together and incorporated. So I'll set that aside. Let's get our butter. All right, pretty hot still. So let's go ahead and wait a minute for that to come down, and then we'll get to it in a minute. So my butter is cooled down a little bit, and I'm going to add it to my milk and egg mixture. The reason you want it to come down in temperature is because you don't want it to cook the eggs that are mixed in with the milk. If they do that, it's like having tiny little bites of scrambled egg in your waffle, and nobody wants that. Unless it's some sort of delicious, all-encompassing breakfast waffle. I'll get back to you when I have the designs worked out. So what you want to do is you want to constantly whisk your eggs and milk while you slowly drizzle in the butter. And the reason you want to do that is it's going to help prevent it from cooking the eggs, and it's going to mix in, and it will also create tiny little beads of butter inside the milk, which will then get distributed through the flour and waffle mixture, and it'll create little pockets of butter that while the waffle cooks will expand and help make the waffles nice and fluffy. Yeah, I can already see them. The texture of the top has gotten kind of spotty where it looks like little bubbles. That's actually cold bits of butter in the mixture. Oh yeah, this is gonna be great. Now that this is set, I'm good to put it into the dry mixture and create my waffle batter. So since we're making a batter, you don't need to really worry about creating a well or anything like that. Just kind of pour in your mixture and start mixing it. As you pour, move the flour around, help distribute the batter mixture so it'll incorporate well. And you're going to need to whisk this pretty well because there's going to be dry spots in the mix, and you don't want that when you go into the waffle maker. You want it to be a nice smooth batter with little pearls of butter mixed in. can also do this in a stand mixer, but I'm kind of a masochist, I guess, and I decided not to use mine today because I'm an idiot. So I'm doing this by hand. It doesn't really take a lot of work if you don't have a stand mixer. It's very doable, but if you've got a stand mixer, like I said, it is fun to be lazy. Some waffle makers say they're non-stick. Those waffle makers are lying to you. There is no such thing as a non-stick waffle maker. At least I've never found one. I have a fantastic Calphalon waffle maker with non-stick coating, and that's all well and good. But I always also have cooking spray with me because I like to spray the inside just to make absolutely certain that it is actually going to be a non-stick waffle experience. So always have some sort of cooking spray with you. I don't recommend like olive oil cooking sprays. I know those are kind of popular, like Pam makes one, but I don't like that kind of savory flavor with my waffles, so I usually use canola spray. Let's start making waffles. I like to put the batter right in the middle and let it spread from there. Close the top and let it run. I have this handy dandy little gauge that lights up around the side here to let me know when my waffles are done. Not every waffle maker has that, so the best thing to look for to know if your waffle's finished is when it first starts to cook, steam will shoot out of the sides of the waffle maker, and as the waffle gets closer and closer to being done, the steam will start to dissipate. You don't want there to be no steam coming out, but you want there to be a lot less steam coming out than when it first starts. So we've started our first batch of waffles. This one seems to be ready as well. So let me get right on that, and in our next episode I'll show you how to make a fantastic peach compote to go with these great spiced waffles.